Good evening. I'm Kimberly Edwards with cookingwithkimberly.com, and it's a balmy early summer evening, and I'm making dinner. I'm going to make some crusted pork loin chops. I'm going to make some mashed potatoes, and I'm going to make fiddleheads. But in this particular video, I'm going to show you how to cook fiddleheads. Now, fiddleheads, many of you may not have ever seen fiddleheads before, or even heard of them for that matter. These are fiddleheads. I'm going to dump them out. All I've done is I've got them at the store and I've washed them and rinsed them in a colander to get any weird things off of them. And fiddleheads are actually, they're actually little ferns, and it's all curled up like a snail or something like that. But it's a fern. It's a baby fern, I guess you could say. It's a sprout of a fern, and you can eat these. They usually come out late spring, and there's often a very, very short period of time that you are able to actually buy these at your grocer. And I just happened to catch them, and I got a whole bunch of them because I'm going to enjoy them. I haven't had them in maybe a decade or something like that. You're going to cook them very, very similarly to how you would cook maybe green beans or asparagus. What I'm doing with them tonight is something just very basic. It's going to be, they're going to be steamed or a tiny bit boiled. Like there's about a cup of water in my pot that I'm preheating in here. And it should fit all of those bad boys. And there's about, I would say probably half a cup of water and half a cup of white wine I put in. I put about a tablespoon of butter, just put in there, salt and pepper, just to season the water. Now what I'm doing is these, oftentimes you can get away with it, but right now the ends of these are looking a little bit brown, or, like they need to be cut off, and that's cool. You often do that with green beans. You do the same thing with asparagus. You pop off the ends. So you're gonna watch me do all of these because I'm actually gonna do the whole video for you. They don't take very long to cook. They are very tender green, a vegetable, I guess you could call them. We're gonna call that a vegetable tonight anyway. So I'm just slicing off the ends, super easy, no big deal. My water is already boiled, and that's the key point, is that you need that water boiling. That's going to be your determining factor on how quickly that you are going to be able to get these done. This is a super fast side dish. It's really healthy for you, and it's just something new and different. It's probably a good little conversation piece as well, considering we're talking about it so long. We used to actually grow these in our garden when I was little. My mom had a lot of different ferns that had edible fiddleheads that would sprout in the spring. And she would often send me out there to go pick a bunch of them when they were all growing, and we could actually have a full meal, or at least for a side dish, enough of them. So these are super easy. My water, I already hear it boiling because there's not a lot in there. You just want to steam them, right? There's probably a bunch of different ways to do it, but this is the way that we most do it, and it's the easiest way to show you guys, at least to start, how to use these fiddleheads. Don't be scared of new things at the grocery store. If nothing else, just take them home and do a little research, make sure they look nice and fresh, and figure out a way to incorporate it into your diet. It's always a nice thing when you can cook something different than what you're cooking the rest of the year. I mean, you can get green beans. You make green beans for Christmas, and you get them all summer long. Fiddleheads are somewhat of a delicacy because you don't get them very often. Only, again, once a year. It's only a couple weeks, really. Most of the time I miss them. And I've actually bought them in the past and had them at the house, and I was all excited. I wanted to do something special, and I just waited too long, and then they went bad. So they're a type of veggie you should use quickly. Otherwise, they're going to go bad in your fridge, and it would be all for naught, and that's just sad for no reason. Let someone else enjoy them. Okay, I'm almost done here. There's nothing to this. You're just chopping off the ends. Simple, simple. Just like you would the tops of green beans, or you would snap your asparagus, right? And the dogs seem to think that they're going to like the little piece raw that fell on the floor. That's kind of funny. They'll just about eat anything that Mommy gives them. That's cool. They're healthy dogs. yeah, I was going to show you the other things I'm making tonight, and I still might do that in different videos, but I like to keep it streamlined so you guys can look up specific things. If ever you're looking for a recipe on the site, be sure to go to the site on the top right-hand side of cookingwithkimberly.com. There's a search bar, and you can search for different ingredients or keywords that you're looking for in a specific recipe. I have tons of stuff on the site. Just go ahead and look. Or you can look through. I have numerous categories that you can search through and figure out what you might want to try. If you go to the Facebook fan page, which is facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly, I also have albums of pictures of the stuff. You can go look at different items you may want to try, and next to them I always try and put a link to the recipe and a link to the video if there is one. And it's easy peasy to find. So just check it out. There's also a search function on the YouTube channel, I believe, where the cooking show is. It's youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. And you can search specifically on my channel for specific recipes or ingredients or keywords. Okay, so that's that. That was easy, right? Okay, so I'm going to bring you over to my stove, and then we're going to pop these in, and I'm going to probably talk a little bit more. Here we go. Hold on. Let me go over here. I'm so excited to show these to you because I might be the only person that's ever showed you how to make fiddleheads in your whole entire life. It's very hard to find information on that. Okay, so again, I just have that water with the white wine boiling. Now you can use red wine if you like. I like to use white wine most of the time when I'm doing vegetables, just because it doesn't take away from the flavor as much as I think red wine does. You really need a strong vegetable or food to stand up to that. Now this is already boiling water, and I'm going to replace the lid. I'm just threw the fiddleheads in. This is easy peasy. It should only take a couple minutes once you have it already up to boil. And what you're looking for, hold on, I'm going to bring a fork. What you're looking for is just for it to be fork tender. Same thing as most vegetables, right? It goes with potatoes or anything that you're trying to cook. So, still waiting for it to come back up to the boil, which is fine. Now, these are so cool. Most people, I don't think, have ever eaten them. So, yeah, it's a great conversation piece for sure. And it's also a good way to get some green on your plate in summer. Something new, something fun that even your kids would like. It's really super easy. I don't know if I'm going to make you wait this long because it's taking a little time to come back up to the boil. However, it's going to probably take about 3 to 4 minutes. That should make it fork tender, meaning grab a fork and poke it. And it just goes in and out easy. That means fork tender. That's simple, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it out of where all the liquid is. I'm going to probably put some more butter on, maybe a tablespoon, a pat of butter. Put the butter on it, salt and pepper it up. I might even squeeze a little bit of lemon juice on top, depending on how the white wine fared with flavoring it. When you use lemon often keeps it very bright green. It also brightens up the flavor a lot. Green vegetables can be kind of boring, so you need a little bit of, a little something to flavor them, right? Simple. Okay, we're back up to the boil now. We're back up to the boil, guys. Awesome. Let me just check on my pork chops. Hold on. I'm making sure my pork chops are nice and defrosted. No, I didn't just get them. Something broke. I don't know what. That's live TV for you guys. Yeah, I want my pork chops. When I make my pork chops, I want to make sure they're nice and defrosted. There's no coolness in them at all because I'm going to do them pretty quick. I'm going to pan saute them tonight. What's better, pork chops and mashed potatoes and fiddleheads? How cool is that, right? All right, so we're back up to the boil. I think I'm going to wrap this up because it's pretty simple at this point. Again, this is not done, but these are what they look like. They're really cool. They're bite-sized. They're very interesting and neat. And I'm excited to eat these bad boys tonight. That's for sure. So, what is the moral of my story? The moral of my story is don't be afraid of scary-looking vegetables. They're just vegetables. They grow on the ground like everything else. You've eaten all kinds of vegetables. Why be afraid of something that you haven't seen before? What's the big deal? You go home, you look online, you grab a recipe, and you do it. It's very, very simple. And these are really, really easy and simple to start with. All right, everybody, make sure you check out the Cooking with Kimberly show. It's it's youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. The site is cookingwithkimberly.com. Follow me on Twitter at cookingwithkime with a capital E, and go to my Facebook fan page, like it, love it, facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. Interact with me. Let me know what's going on. I hope you guys actually find Fiddleheads. I really do. Let's just say that. I would say they kind of taste like a cross between green beans and asparagus-ish. It's somewhat in that area of how greens taste. All right, so try them. You'll like them. I'm sure you will. Okay, everybody? Y'all have a great night. Enjoy. Ciao. Eat deliciously. They still have